Can the Delhi Capitals manage a turnaround? Well, who better than head coach Ricky Ponting to tell us that? Ricky, a tough season, obviously not on the point tables where you would have wanted to be, but still time to change things around?
Yeah, there's still time. We've got 6 games left. The way it's looking, we know we probably have to win at least 5 of those games. So far it's been a slightly disappointing season. We probably more so the way that we started. There was a couple of games at the start of the season that we felt we controlled for the majority of the game, and a couple of those games slipped through our grasp. We've had a game against KKR and obviously the game against Sunrise the other night that we were completely outplayed in. But so far it's been a little frustrating, but we definitely got a squad of players and an attitude around the group that we can definitely get back into this tournament.
And Ricky, you've been one of those staunch supporters of Rishabh Pant as well. How has it been having him back, him leading the team from where he was to where he is today? It's been a long journey for him, but it's also one that is very, very inspiring for everyone that looks up to him.
Absolutely. Look, it's a great story, and I've told him that a number of times. He's got an amazing story to tell. If he ever wants to sit down with young people and try and inspire people, the story that he's at now living. It's not just that he's telling that story; he's living the story. Where it looked like a young and what could be an incredible cricket career could have been cut short, for him to work as hard as he has and present himself in the physical shape that he did for the start of the IPL says, a lot of hard work's gone into that, and this franchise has backed him right from the start and right till now. So he's played really well for us, and we need him to continue to play well and win some more games on the run home in this tournament.
And do you think his fairy tale would continue? Do you see him on that flight to USA West Indies for the Indian squad? There is tough competition, of course, from Sanju Samson and Ishan Kishan on the lines.
Yeah, KL Rahul, he's still playing as well as ever too. So that's one thing about Indian teams. There's always a lot of depth, and selecting Indian teams can't be easy. But look, I'd be very surprised if Rishabh's not on that plane. I think he's probably surprised a lot of people with what he's been able to do on the field. I think everyone thought that he'd probably pick up his batting quick enough, but the physical side of the wicket keeping and everything he's getting through game to game, the amount of squats he's doing, the amount of sprints up to the stumps, and his glove work, as we saw in the game against Gujarat, was outstanding. So look, I'll be very surprised if we don't see him in an Indian jersey again very soon.
And when Travis Head was batting versus Delhi Capitals, were you happy he's an Australian cricketer who's doing that, or were you a little disappointed he's doing it against Delhi Capitals?
I wanted to run somewhere and hide, to be honest. It's great to see Travis playing that way. I mean, he at different times in this tournament, he's only played a few games. He has set this tournament on fire, a bit like Jake Fraser McGurk has for us. So, look, the other night we were caught in a bit of a hailstorm, and our bowlers sort of couldn't find their way out there for a while. So, Travis has been outstanding, and Sunrisers have played an incredibly entertaining brand of cricket to date. It's going to be interesting to see if they can continue doing that, but. No, when I'm coaching against Australian players, there's one thing I want to do, and that's beat them. So, I'll be coaching Travis later on in the year as well in a different tournament. But while we're here, it's my job to win games to the Delhi Capitals, and my job to make sure I give as much information away against these Australian players as I possibly can. But they got the better of us the other night.
And Ricky, what do you make of taking breaks when you're playing long tournaments? There seem to be two schools of thought where Glenn Maxwell says that it's important to take mental health breaks, but there's Rashid Khan who says that, we need to be mindful of what sort of example we are setting for youngsters who, sort of want to become cricketers. So where do you stand, your perspective on this?
Look, everybody's different. Every individual's different. We've got no idea what some of these people are going through. We watch them play the game, and we sit back on TV and watch them go about their cricket, but some people are going through some pretty tough times in their own heads, and sometimes people need to step back and step away. So I'm never going to be critical or judge anyone for doing that. I've had players that I've played with and players that I've captained that have also struggled at different times. So Glenn's decided to take that opportunity and take that break, and I'm sure the RCB, as much as they'd like to have him in the team, they'd be very respectful of that as well. So let's hope we see him back playing very soon.
Well, thank you so much, and wishing Delhi Capitals all the best for the remainder of the tournament.
Thank you very much.